Hey guys, welcome back to another P3D video. Today we're flying the United A319 from here, Denver, very snowy Denver, up to Toronto, which is also very snowy Toronto. I don't think it's actually snowing right now in Denver, but obviously it's like the sim thinks, oh, it's December, so snow. So yeah, I guess we could take a look at all the snow textures and all that, which will look amazing. Obviously the catering's just about to finish, I think it just said. There we are, so we're going to actually get boarding going now. There we are, boarding requested. Doors are closing up and the catering vehicles should go. Jetway is operated and connected up to the aircraft. Forward, waiting for the after cargo to close up and all that. Shouldn't be too long. Oh, did that just clip out of view? Yeah, whatever. There we are. There are no passengers, says you need to not see passengers visually. Okay. Boarding passengers now. Cool. Right. Let's get inside the aircraft and let's get power on because, I mean, we do need power. GPU connect up. Batteries, external power on. IRSs, nav, seatbelts, no smoking to on. Cruise supply on. Open up the startup, the second MCD. Like so, and I can go to the doors page, like so. Self-test, and then that should be ready. Cool, so we've done an overhead for now, that's fine, nothing else to do up here. We can go down to the bottom, the top left MCD, the left MCD, there's no other one, so it's just the left one. Init page, from and to, we're flying from Denver, like I said, off to Toronto, which is CYYZ. That should have a flight plan there, which is all correct. So if you guys want to fly this route, this is the one I'm doing. Cool. Flight number for today, we are United 554. We are using cost index 27, and we'll be cruising up to flight level 390 today. And our block fuel as well is 9.6. Zero fuel weight we can get in once all the... Oh, I guess we can get this bit in. We can't do the CG just yet, so just wait me on that. Wait for all the baggage and everything to load on till we get an accurate weight. So you can see that will be going up and baggage will be going up very soon once the baggage arrives. Ooh. I picked the right catering actually. Didn't know which one to use just before the start of the video, so I was like, oh, I'll just go for LSG, and I could have just looked to my left and found that was actually an LSG catering vehicle, and I go, oh, there we go, use that one. Alright, there's no traffic here, which is weird. Like, there's traffic everywhere else, like pretty much occupying most of the stands, but unless AI does not recognise these two as stands, maybe not. Right, we're going to have a very nice departure at a 17 right, which is just there. Which would be nice. Nice snowy departure. Sadly, it's not actually snowing. It's like 0 degrees right now. So it's obviously it's not icy. Because it's 0 degrees, and because it's not actually the humidity is very low because the dew point is negative 11 degrees centigrade. Right. Set this to inches. Don't have to do the bottom. I don't think you can do it. No, that's. So that would actually be 118. 1018, sorry, 1181, 3005, and obviously the same on this side, 3005. CSTR, 10 nautical miles, VORs, 20 nautical miles, airport, and that should be good. Terrain also on that side, but obviously it's not ready to put the terrain on just yet. So yeah, I think all the passengers onto the aircraft now, which is good. Obviously just waiting for the baggage, which is just about to get going here. This guy is doing some really wide circling there. Tokyo drift, look at him, he's skidding all over the place. Tries to drive too fast. Actually, what would be nice is like actual snow. Like when it rains, snow actually forms on the ground. Imagine how cool that would be. So like scenery developers just say like, this is the top. Instead of just saying this is like a model and place it here, this is like a top of a building, for example, this is the ground, and there's no building over the top of it, and when it snows, it'll start forming up, and then when GSX comes along, does its like little donuts, you know, tracks and all that. But that's a bit far-fetched, I guess. But I guess it's possible with all the PBR textures. I mean, PBR now you can do. So P3D version 5. Let's hope so. Right. So bag is just coming on. Obviously, it won't take too long. We just got the typical bags. Obviously, there's actually in the real world, there's actually going to be a lot more than just this. I don't see why GSX don't use all of the bags. It's a bit weird. Very weird, and it'd be nice to see some colour variation as well. But it's a bit weird how it doesn't use all the bags. Right. So that's meant to reach, what's it, 55.4, so that's literally like 2 tons away. We'll get the APU started up. So just wait for the flap open, you can see the APU is starting to come alive. Wait for flap open, and then we'll start it up. I guess it's trained now, 2 minutes till IRS is align. And flap open soon, hopefully. There we are, starting APU. Okay, so my charts say initial climb assigned by ATC. Great. Oh no, 10,000, sorry. Cool. Yeah, 10,000 for our initial climb. Just, it says like different airports in the vicinity is assigned by ATC, but it says Denver International climb that maintain 10,000 for the initial climb. Cool. Did I say 17 right was to the right of us? I may have said that, and that's completely wrong, because 17 right is to the left of us. Over there is 34 right, which is just not the runway we need to do. This is the wrong runway for the departure, due to the winds. The winds right now are 220 at 4 knots, so 17 right is pretty much the optimal runway to do so. Okay, right. 1 minute to go. 55.4, that can go in. Lovely. That can go to the external controls page. APU is running and available. APU bleed on, fuel pumps to auto. GPU disconnect, parker brake set, ground shocks disconnect, flight plan, request pushback. No de-icing, it's not icy actually, and obviously we go for the nose left.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine.
Obviously it hasn't put the bloody route in, so it has to do that ourselves very quickly. So like I said, we're doing 17 right for our departure. Not that, I'll just double click there, and we're doing the plane 9. So we'll change that to plane 9, which is actually the planes line 9. And we're transitioning at AKO, no, Ashby. Nope, HCT. There we are. Am I correct in saying that?
We're ready for pushback.
I believe so. Yeah, insert. Close left forward cabin door. Obviously not going to push back right now. Still some other stuff to do, but it'd be nice just to get GSX all set up. So that will take us to HCT. And then the next waypoint after that would be Drabs on the J60.
Locking gear.
Juliet 60. And then on to the Juliet 146. That will take us to L and K. Yep, correct. 146. We've got the ABK in there, so we're going to Iowa City.
Release parking brakes.
IOW. Because I think I may be wrong. Yeah, OBK is there. So we clear that off. Let's put the direct in. OBK to curbs, P.M, money, and then we should get into our arrival into Toronto. Cool. That's all good. That's set up now for our flight plan. That's a very sharp left turn, which is correct though. It is correct for our departure. Maybe not. Here it is. To zoom out really a lot. Eons is our first waypoint after Denver. So yeah, cool. Go back to 10. It's ready for the pushback. We've got the AP running. We need to quickly put in our perf stuff, and then we'll get going. So we're going to be 62 on the flex temp. We will be doing flaps 0.6 up, 1.6 up. V1 147.
Release parking brakes.
rotate 147 and 151 on V2, 18,000 feet transition, parking brake released. Cool.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes.
So we're going to wait until the push is complete for us to do the engine start. It's not that icy, it's literally 2 degrees. I know ice does form around like 2 degrees, but literally the humidity is so low. This is not icy. Okay, right. Charts, get that ready so I can see where I'm taxiing. Well, pretty much after this push back, we'll just taxi straight on, and then we will just get to 17 right. So yeah, easy taxi actually. I just realised we weren't actually parked in the 319 stop. Well, there's 2. There's Bravo 21. I don't know why there's 2 lines there. There's obviously the left and right. The Bravo and the Alpha. We were on the Alpha one, weren't we? This is a cool view. Look at that. That's a really cool view. Right. Obviously they put some textures in, like for the wheel, for the tread. I don't know what to say now. The tracks. Sorry, I say tread. That doesn't sound right. Let's see if we should just taxi straight out towards that Embraer. That looks like. Gonna wait for GSX to finish up though, so we get the engine started up. We'll start number 1 and we'll get taxiing straight out on number 1 startup. So
Set parking brakes.
that'd be cool. We can do the flight control check on our taxi out. Parking brake set. That can go to auto there. We can set the flight plan page. GPS primary. Bye bye. Cool. Obviously, don't set the weather on just yet because I'll fry some people down there. Don't want to do that. So wait for GSX to finish up. Do I have a gate view? Nope. There we are. No, that's not great. Gate static view. It's terrible. Don't know where Bravo. Oh, I just need to refresh the search.
Tow truck
Right.
disconnected. Bypass
Stop
it.
playing about. Bye bye. I don't know why I just. Oh. Not really in the aircraft then. That'd be a good idea. Get this on.
When outside, inflate by
There we
pulling
are.
the toggle. If it fails
Cool.
to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle
Left is
for
clear.
attracting attention.
Right is clear.
We also carry flotation aids.
Left is clear, right is clear.
Your tray table
Should be
must
clear to
now
start
be
engines,
stowed,
so
armrest
ignition
down,
start.
window blinds open,
Clear to
and
start
seat
engine.
belts
Start.
fastened.
The timer starts
We
at
wish
number
you
1.
a pleasant flight.
There we are, number 1 starting out. Like I said, I'm going to release the parking brake. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I'm going to wait until it's got some power. Then we'll get going. Okay. Have a good trip, thank you very much. These engines take forever to start up. I don't know where the Southwest is going. That view is awesome. What's the weather like in Toronto? Obviously going to be colder. Oh no, it's not. It's 1 degree. But dew point is more -1, so there's a bit more humidity. Right, number 1 starting up. EPR is... or EPA is alive. And EGG is rising and 1 is rising. That's good to see. And that is all good. Right. I'm going to release the parking brake. Should get us going. Not very fast to start off with, but it'll be fine. It's available. Can I move this without... No, not into climb thrust. There we are. And we'll start number 2. No. Okay, right. Obviously we've got to overcome this. It's a bit of rudder movement. And that's the actual rudder. We'll just do the rudder checklist quickly. Full left, full right. Cool. And brake a bit on the left. Activate that. Good. Right. Sensor it up. Oh, hello. No, just shot to the left there. Passengers are going all over the place. Set flaps 1, that can go to there. It's idle throttle. It's going all over the place, I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe that's a bit too dangerous. Oh, beacon light. Whoopsies. Taxi light on. Yeah, we're pretty much going to where these aircraft are going to. Watch our taxi speed here. Don't go above 20 knots around here. Right, that's terrible taxiing. As always, that's me. Can't taxi at all. Maybe 15 knots would be maximum around here. Or could have like moved into the central. Is there central taxiway? Yeah, there is. We're going to have to wait for a bit, aren't we? We'll wait for these lovely Uniteds to get out. All the old liveries. Look at that. That's ancient those are. Alright. Oh, I was saying like maximum speed 15 in the end. I was going 24. Right. We'll do a flight control check once we've just straightened up with this bit. Like so. Okay, full left. If I can take a look. There we are, full right. All the way down. Oh, trim just changed all the way up. What's that meant to be though? 1.6, yeah. 1.8. 1.6, cool. Guess we'll know alright. Wait behind these Uniteds. Hopefully they can get out nice and quickly. I'm not in the mood for waiting today. Max auto brake. That can come off there. Quick takeoff config, obviously. Okay, low oil temperature, that's fine. We will wait. Aircraft, don't you worry. There's a very weirdly orange in the back of those engines. Oh, and they're not. Oh, it's probably because of my lights, isn't it? Turn off the light. Right, AP is coming off. Right, going to normal. That's very loud outside. Because the AI is so loud, now I'm going to raise my voice. And we'll just wait here. Because AI takes forever to depart. There it goes, there goes that one. Let's watch it go. Just hear it spool up, it obviously doesn't sound very nice. We'll go to this view. See if it rotates nicely. Come on. Very nice. Oh well, oh god, that was a bit, oh my, whoa. Vertical takeoff. It's a bit aggressive, that was, I must say. Cool. There's the next one. I think I'm going to have to turn it off because it's going to take forever. Clearing airspace ahead of me does nothing for some reason. I don't know why. Obviously this isn't airspace, but I thought it would do something. If it didn't work in the actual airspace, what it's meant to work like. Okay, I'm going to take a left here. See if I can cut in front of this one that's currently waiting. Let's go taxi on idle throttle for now because that's going to take a while for it to depart. The taxi light can go back on again now. And the turn offs. Engine number 2, oil is still quite low, that's fine. And we can, as soon as we see it set takeoff thrust, we can, oh my god, that turns weird. We'll get lined up. There we are. No, it's moving, I thought it was going. Start creeping forward. There he goes. Now I'm going to try and cut ahead of this one so it doesn't come on, and then we should be good. Ah, no, don't you do it, don't you do it, stop, 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 stop. Ah, no, no, No! Oh, AI, what are you doing? Maybe taxi all over the place now. Oh, what an idiot. Right, you're gonna get full force of my bad boys. Luckily, we're not in a 7.4. Otherwise, it would be destroyed. Right, whether... What's it doing over there? Right, they're not doing such tight turns. Let's go. 50%, start the timer. Nose down. Stable, flex. Man flex, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue, airspeed is alive. Oh, this needs to come to that bad boy. There we are, it's a lot easier to move. Right. Dual T-gas, 80 knots. That, we should set that to TA on the ground. We're taxiing about 100 knots. Central. Sorry about that. Nice long acceleration, which is nice. So the passenger's going to get thrown back into their seats. V1, rotate. Oh my god, that looks like good. Positive rate. Gear up. Gear's coming up. Straight left turn. And then, oh god, we're like 20 degrees up there. Could have stalled the aircraft then. That nice little left turn. Got that. Oh, very tight left turn. Should level out looking back at the airport. Just you can't see it just yet because it's still turning. And when we level out, it should be good. Should look nice. Autopilot's coming in. That can go away. Climb thrust. There you are. Nope. There. And there's the airport. Just reload that. Wow. So that's a screenshot right there. There we are. Cool. And yeah, we'll get the flaps up very soon. As soon as we pass this slat speed there at like 195 knots. Did it again. I forgot to start Project Fly. But it's all good now. Turn off, taxi. Flaps up. And we should see that ignition thing come off when we get the flaps up. It's like, you know when we set the engine speed to like continuous in 7.3? This is like the ignition. That's what that is. See? Cool. That came up to like 80 or so. Maybe like 160 would be nice. Let's go to 320 because, yeah, I mean the waypoints aren't very close together, so it's fine going up to that zoom. All those airports, wow. Cool, very nice departure. Not really going to go into any clouds today because, I mean, it's not very cloudy, obviously. I'm not sure why, but I don't get many trees in the snow. As you can see, there are some there, but I don't get many. Like in the summer, if you set the sim to the summertime, so it's actually so it's like not snowy. There's a lot more trees. Very weird. Right, we'll continue our climb up to cruise. 390. Flight plan. Yeah, there's 10,000 lights off. This is not 10,000 feet above the ground though, is it? It's something different. Right, I hope you guys enjoyed the departure out of Denver. I'll see you in the arrival into Toronto. Enjoy the cinematics of this wonderful A319, and bye bye. Hey guys, welcome back into the descent down into Toronto. We are descending through flight level 150. I've already set the QNH in inches, which is 3023 at Toronto, and also down here translates to 1024, as you can see. We're currently descending through the whatever arrival, the Nubber, I don't know how to say that, really weird word, to arrival, which is for jet aircraft only, and we're just passing 140 now, being locked at 250 knots at the next waypoint, and we need to slow down really fast for that actually. Bloody hell. Wow, did not tell me about that. Down to 250 knots, and then we go down to 220 knots at Raviov, below 4,500 feet here, and 210 knots, and we should around there just give us some self-vectoring to the ILS for 3-3 left. The winds right now are 30 at 6 knots, which does tell me maybe change of runway would be nice than what was originally planned, because it's 30 at 6 knots, temperature 0 degrees, dew point -1. We've just reached that speed restriction just in time. I mean, how amazing is that? Right, let's just spoil up a bit now. So, a 06 left or right would be nice to land on. We could land on 06 left. That'd be a bit closer up. We'll take a look. It may increase our descent rate. We'll have to take a look at the arrivals for that 06 left and star. So with the Nuber 2 arrival 06 left, yeah, we're just a bit off it now. We're just meant to pass at 7,000, so I guess we can land with a slight crosswind. I'm happy with that. We'll continue our arrival with nothing has changed. If winds dramatically change, obviously I'm gonna maybe just do a hold, just to get ourselves all set up and everything. But it's a bit too late now to land on 06. So we can put in the winds in and all the data in here. So QNH 1024, as you just saw. Temperature I just said is 0 degrees centigrade, and it is 30 at 6. It's not very strong though, so it's alright. Decision height MDA, we're doing a decision height today with the ILS DME of 284. I can go in, like so. FPS is dropping because some of the airports is loading in now, which is good to know because it's working. And there should be a snowdrift as sort of FlyTampa's amazing effect. We've got the little snowdrift over the runways, which does look really cool, and a little lag spike there. I haven't had one of those massive lag spikes in a long time. Toronto does like to destroy FPS, so it does seem to get quite low, down to 3,000 feet. So landing this would be interesting. Very low FPS. Hopefully it won't be too bad though. Alright, there's 10,000. Landing lights on. All of them coming on, like so. As you pass 10,000, next speed restriction is 220 knots. It doesn't actually say when we're going to slow down to there, but we'll find out. And there's no altitude restriction there. Cool. Go around altitude will be, what does it say? Does it say anything about go around? No. Oh yes it does, I'm reading the wrong thing. It says climb to 1,100 at heading of 327 initially, then left to 3,000. Cool, so it's 3,000 set for the ILS and the go around, missed approach, whatever you want to call it. Missed approach I think would be better to say. Slight right hand turn. It's just coming to view there, so 11 miles from the ILS, obviously not even lined up with the ILS. They can just see the airport loading in, and they can tell the airport. I mean, FlyTampa, I'm not sure what's up with it. Some of their latest releases have not been great on FPS. The only one that's been good is Vienna. I mean, Boston, which is a complete redone, the Boston rebooted. The city of Boston is terrible. The optimization, I don't know if anyone's found like a fix, anything I have to do in order for FlyTampa scenarios to actually be nice with FPS. They're not the best right now. even though they do amazing sceneries. I don't think it's just because of the amount of stuff there is. I think that maybe something is just, I mean, that is just not right. I mean, this is lower than Heathrow, and Heathrow is just, I mean, that makes sense. But Jesus Christ. Right, just down to 220 knots now. I mean, I wonder what FPS I'm getting right now. I mean, that's going to be pretty low. Took a look outside. Oof. Yeah, FPS. I mean, also, I just tested the scenery on the ground, and all of my CPU wasn't actually being used technically, which is really weird. I don't like how it doesn't do that. I mean, surely you can just say, use them all, more FPS. So yeah, my CPU is 100%. This is how much of a bottleneck this scenery is. CPU full 100%, GPU only 25% usage. It's one hell of a bottleneck that is. And there it is there. But I swear it's never been this low before. So it's super low, this FPS. Okay. 2 hours 30 minutes of flight time. Nice and getting nice early actually. I was expecting 3 hours in the end, but 2.5 hours is perfect, I guess. I know PFPX did calculate it to 2.5 hours, or 2 hours 36 minutes, but the real world flights have been doing it in 3 hours, so that's what I thought. Right, 6,000. Should be below 4,500. The next waypoint, 2 to 10 knots. That should be fine though. We'll probably skip the next waypoint, or if we don't, we'll just go direct straight after it. But I'm thinking maybe just do a little arc from this Noxa and line up the RLS, which I think will do better. So that can come down to 10 nautical miles, and that can come down to 20. And we're all set for our approach with the with the NDs and everything, MCP. There's 5,000. We should get told to go down to 210 knots very soon. There we are. So a bit of speed brake would be good with that. A low water brake. Medium's not needed. It's a very long runway. And we'll set flaps 1. Well, slats 1, technically. It's not even loading in. There we are. Okay, right. Spoilers can come back up now. We can arm it as well. And we can get this onto heading mode here. Keep it 145 for now. And we'll say get ready for the localizer. And we'll start to do a left turn very soon. As we pass 4th. Oh god, I just realised that's just shot right up. Whoops, I don't know who did that. Right, activate approach phase. That will actually make the speed nice. Yeah, that's going all the way down to there now. Whoops, I should have noticed that. Right, let's do the left turn now. Down to 3,000, cool. Probably like 340 will do. We'll see. FPS getting a little better as we are away from Toronto. It's a lot better actually. If you look back at the city, it doesn't get any better. I think it's a lot worse looking back at the city. Wow, I've never seen the FPS so high in the FSLabs. Wow. Yeah, I think 340 maybe a bit over the top there. There's 2,000. Maybe a 360, bang on. We'll see. Get the approach active actually. Because I'm going to head straight towards that waypoint. Urban. So it's good look at just director actually. That would work a bit better. There we are. Cool. It's leveling up now. That's look all nice. There we go. Is that a cloud in the sea? I mean, is that possible? It's just getting just below the cloud level there. Right, the wind's changed 306. That's the same. 0 degrees 101 1024. Cool. Everything's the same. 3023. Cool. I'm actually kind of worried about this. I'm gonna go 000 like I should have done, just to make sure we do grab that. Maybe not. Maybe a bit more than that. Just to make sure we do grab that localizer before the glide slope, because if we don't do that, then we're in trouble. Alright, that's at 180 knots. Right, that localizer should come in very soon. There it is. Oh, it's not. Oh my. There we are, Lockstar. Why did it deactivate? This must have been when I went direct to that waypoint. So, is that... Yeah, approach is still active. Cool. Whoops. Oh, the glide slope isn't at this waypoint, Urban. Just a little further up from it. Okay. Could have went direct then. But still. Didn't have the approach active. Whoopsies. We shot that localizer. All landing lights are on. So overhead is relevant for the rest of the landing. I'll just line myself up with my yoke. And let's see, is that an aircraft? Yeah, an aircraft's departing. Like opposite. So probably, hopefully they're not landing. Yeah, there's one landed on the other side of the runway. I mean, that's just outrageous. Had to turn off. We're literally gonna have to turn off multiple traffic live. No worries. Don't matter. It doesn't matter that much. At least you're gonna have a bit of a tailwind / crosswind, but it should be fine. Set flap. Did I set flaps 2? I swear I said I'm gonna set flaps 2, and then I didn't actually do it in the end. There we are. 7.5 DME. Okay, there's an aircraft on the runway, isn't there? Can't see still. 7 DME, cool. Final approach speed.
2000.
Gear down. Don't have a gear view. Nice. I was going to click that, but didn't have one assigned to this aircraft. Right, deceleration so we can set flaps 3. Autopilot coming out. Like so, autopilot's out. Clear all this up. Lovely, my aircraft. Nose down a bit. Nice and snowy. Looks like he's vacated, which is nice. So we're going to have a clear runway. Flaps full. FPS. I don't know what it is, but Jesus Christ, it is low today. Let's hope these engines respond in time. Right. 2 reds, 2 rights. 2 reds, 2 whites.
1000.
1000 checked. Bring the nose up. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, come on. Thank you. Okay. Not sure what the black textures on the left are doing. It's very weird. Probably because it can't load in.
500.
Doesn't want to. Or elevation's messed up.
400. 100 above.
Oh no, that's not minimum yet.
300.
All over the place. Unless, oh, it's probably water. Continuing. It's probably water, yeah.
200.
Let's try and centre line. Come on. This FPS. I can't stand it, Jesus. Yeah, Toronto and Boston are one of their worst with optimization. Amsterdam's next after that.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard,
Oh my god.
10, 5,
Yeah, we just smashed into the ground, didn't we? Minimum reverse. There we are. What's that landing rate? -313. I mean, how am I meant to do any better than that with this FPS? He just landed as well. Manual braking. Vacate. And the lights off. Taxi lights on. Strobes off. EPU starting up. Oh my god, this FPS. Right, clearing up. Cool. Pedal disconnect on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew
Landing
will
system
shortly be
offline.
leaving their seats to perform
Timer stop.
safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt
Yes, we do
sign
ask you
has
to remain
been
seated.
switched
Thank
off.
you. AP is coming on. We're
All
going to
your
taxi straight down here
devices or messages,
to a
calls,
stand of
internet
choice.
access may now be used.
We're going to take one of these
Please make
stands.
sure that you take all your personal
I
belongings
bet
with
they're
you.
all
Check in
not
the seat
available.
pocket, underneath the seat and in the overhead
Of
locker.
course they're not.
Do take care when opening the locker
Thank
in
you,
case anything falls out.
Multiple Traffic Live, for doing that
Smoking
to
is
me
not
today.
permitted until you reach
Can't
a
get a
designated
stand.
smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking
Right,
after you today.
let me see where I'm taxiing.
Ground crew
So we're currently on
will
hotel.
complete your journey.
Carry on down hotel. Cross. So 1-5 left. And slow down a bit. I turn right over to Bravo. And then we'll see how Multiple Traffic Live's doing. Jesus, this FPS. I just could not land smoothly at all. I could just feel the aircraft just dropping out of the sky. Aer Lingus. It's a central international terminal, I guess. Is that? No, it's cargo. What's an Aer Lingus doing there? Then. Okay. Right, runway's coming up. So look left. It's like simple rules when you're looking out for cars. When you're crossing a road, look right. All clear of crossing. Yeah, so that was 2 hours 42 minutes, wasn't it? Yes. Cool. Nice. It's good flight time. However, like I said, I'm really annoyed by this FPS with FlyTampa here. Outrageous. Right, take a right here. Like so. And we go. My CPU usage right now is now 50%. 70, 50, 60, whatever. But however, like, even though it's not really CPU load, I mean, I can get the same load on somewhere else and have way better FPS. So whatever's here, destroying it, is annoying me. A lot. It's really bad, especially when we're flying FSLabs. Right, so we've got WestJets, Deltas, and like it said on, it shows on Flight Radar that these United aircraft, trying to slow down here, they actually park on the same terminals as the Air Canadas do, which I find really interesting. Like, why? Which is really weird. Don't know why. There must be some sort of like agreement, obviously. AP is running, which is nice to see. There's some Air Canadas there. There's an American down there, but we just can't get a gate slash stand, whatever you want to call it. Do a quick scan again without trying to taxi way too fast. That's what I'm doing right now. Whoopsies. Alpha. Oh no, not Alpha. Just the normal gate. So we've got suitable ones, but I the one that's free yet. To go left down here now. Nope, nope. Nothing. This is outrageous. I mean, literally, I give up. I'm just gonna park here. I mean, what are these stands? Terminal 3. Charlie stands. Cool. Right, this has to stand by now. Taxi light off. Charlie. Okay, Charlie. Don't know why no one's parking here. And we go 29? Yes, cool. We go with Swissport. Just give up on the multiple traffic live and Toronto not being very good to me today. Here we are, Charlie 29. It could be so jetways, it could be something else, it could be like transparency. I'll see if I turn off the transparent terminals after the video. I'll see if that does anything, because it's a massive airport. Maybe that could do it. But Heathrow's got transparent terminals as well. So, yeah. Just don't know. Right. There's a marshal there, but obviously I'm not going to use it. Use this safe dock up there. It says stop. Okay, maybe not use any of it. Let's just use the outside view. There. Does the marshal tell me to stop there? Oh, okay. Maybe I should listen to it. Right. Parker brake set. APU bleed on. Engines shutting down. Cool. 1 and 2 shut down. Block time 2 hours 55 minutes. Complete flying project. Flying -313. That's alright. It wasn't very good parking. Thank you, GSX. Oh my god, the FPS has got worse after turning off engines. Normally it gets better. Right. Request deboarding. Get the jetway over here. That came to doors page. I can reset now. 242. 2.2 tons of fuel left in the tank, which is nice. Open upper cargo door. So that'll do it for itself. GPU connect up. External power on. APU turning off. Right, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry about the low FPS. I hope it hasn't bothered you that much. But I'm gonna do some tinkering around after this, to see what the problem is. And oh, hello. It's 0 degrees, so obviously there's some ice forming. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. And bye bye. Fun. Oh wow, wow. This dude just went through a running engine. Right. Stop. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one, and bye bye for now.